respective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. It's happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract reading time, and I am your reader, fellow Pisces moon. Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and a half years in service at the time of this timeless recording. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free, and I wish you would, because it's a piece of my mystical art. The only thing I have published on Kindle. We'll see what else happens, but definitely go check it out, because I'm also a creator on Patreon. I am a busy witch. I got a duck now because brought things down a little bit than what I usually do. A little bit more intimate for the romantic reads. I love Patreon. Go check it out. Go check out my Patreon platform. Members only subscription platform. I can set the different levels of subscription, the benefits each one of them gets. But I'll tell you what, all of my subscribers, regardless of subscription, have access to the extended readings. Guess what? There's an extended reading for this one. Part 2, part 1 here on YouTube. Part 2 you can get on VIMEO.com, Vimeo on demand. There's a link in the description box for that too. But if you want all of them, past, present, and future, regardless of level of subscription, plus I live stream every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link. So my patrons chat with me. We talk about the day's astrological weather, magical applications, spiritual implications, ending with a little prayer, a little blessing with a cup of coffee. It's lovely. It's my favorite thing, really is, as well as we've been doing Zoom classes and workshops and tarot parties, and we record them, so if all the patrons can't make it, they can watch it back, and it's exclusive. No one else sees that stuff. So if you're interested, if you're feeling the flow, feeling the fishy flow, my mer people, my fishy family, then come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, and maybe I'll explain that there on Patreon someday a little bit more. Yeah, so for now, just call me Mal. Hi, let's have fun with this. We're waiting for hurricane-ish weather coming this way. Tropical storm Nicole. There, I just dated this timeless reading here on Long Island. So let's just get to business, shall we? This is a soul contract read called a soulmate contract read. They're twin flame soulmates, all that jazz. There are links in the description box that will go into the definitions of what that means. But I will say the foundation of any soulmate contract, regardless of romantic, sexual vibe in it, can be family member, right? Can be a friend. You help each other heal through the quantum entanglement of a soulmate contract. You don't have to know each other, and you're helping each other heal as a result of that, because we're all one, but we sign these contracts before we come down to heal stuff. We're looking at the romantic ones, which are the hardest. Family members you kind of have to deal with unless you don't have to deal with. Lovers you can just up and walk away from, right? And how freaking easy is that? And we've done this lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, right? Trying to nail these ones. They are the hardest ones in my experience, at least. So in this lifetime we have the opportunity to do that, right? We have the opportunity to not just clear karma, but to anchor happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying relationships into the Earth's electromagnetic field, which is just going to make things better for everybody, right? More love on the planet, and certainly in a way that is incredibly freeing and liberating, because you know what? People aren't going to be so interested in harming animals. You know what I mean? It's like we're going to be too busy making love to make war, that kind of viberino, you know, tilt the balance a little bit. So that's what these readings are about. It is a contract. We'll have party number 1, party number 2, and a middle lane that I call the state of the contract. And I think that's about it. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because you know, you're going to get information. Your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign are going to have different takes on stuff, so to speak. Particularly, I would think your Venus sign in a romantic read. And both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. I will do my best to get us. I am a Pisces moon. The information, inspiration, insight, healing, and all that jazz from the pantheons of the divine to help us do what has really never been done before en masse. Probably had one happy, healthy, wealthy, wise here, maybe, you know, that there, you know, spotted throughout time. But can you imagine the legion of lovers? Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. I love these reads. It's probably a good thing. Still poignant. Yeah, and I did a good half-hour prayer, meditation, and breath work before this. I have ocean sounds playing in the background for us. So let's get up in this. Using the Caroline Myss archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video receiving this reading for this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract, a timeless read for this collective. I need 3 of these, one for party number 1, one for party number 2, and one for state of the contract, which we will not turn over in part 1, but we will flip over the first card in the extended. So for party number 1, what's the dominant 8th chakra archetype hovering over the head? The soul power being alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. How about party number 2? Same thing, 8th chakra, affecting all the chakras underneath it, what they attract, what they repel, so that they can delay or not delay what cannot be prevented ultimately in this contract, right? You want to come back another 10 lives to do this, or do you want to try and at least, move through the contract a little bit? For party number 2, and the state of the contract, the 8th chakra archetype for the relationship itself, where it is in the movie, in the story, what track on the album, right? What clause in the contract, state of the contract for party number 1 and party number 2 in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, interesting, satisfying soulmate contract read. Let's see. These are in the title. Let's see how brave you are. Well, we've got a Messiah and a mother. Well, we've got alliteration going for us. A divine family archetype and a feminine family archetype, but let's start here, and I'm going to read what's on the cards because this is a lot. We'll get there. Just because it's the feminine family archetype doesn't mean it's automatically in a female gendered body. I don't care what your gender is. You're an immortal, eternal soul, and I have the mother archetype in spades. You could have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Mine comes and goes for reasons. My cats call me mama. Well, they don't have the jaw structure to pronounce dada, so it's mama, right? But I do. I'm the high priest of the great goddess, the mother of all. Still am. Regardless of tradition, blah, blah, blah. So, we're going to look at this energetically, dynamically, so please try and keep it out of gender, unless you know exactly which one of these you are from the get-go, just intuitively. Let's talk about the Messiah. It's a very triggery word, right? Messiah. All sorts of scriptural context here, but the shadow talks about what's being healed, right? The lead, the toxic in this contract, within this side of it, one would think. The gold is what you're shooting for. This is what I mean. Shifting timelines from lead to gold, doing the spiritual alchemy. 3 atoms, the difference between lead and gold. Got to burn those off, and that's why in the extended reading we're using the Whispers of Lord Ganesha to remove atom removal. The shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Well, I've been there. I'm also self-employed and have been for 24 and a half years at the time of this timeless recording, right? So yeah, if I don't get it done, it doesn't get done. But I don't know that this is that specifically. What you're shooting for is serving humanity with humility. And I'll tell you, humility is a big deal. It is the opposite of hubris, toxic pride, deadly sin of the root chakra, hubris. That grace of humility is, I know that I don't know, but I'm willing to be shown. I know that I don't know. When you know that you don't know, you can relax. Because why beat yourself up for knowing something you don't know? You can't, the eternal, spotless mind of the whatever, blah, blah, blah. The divine mind, the collective unconscious knows everything. We get itty bitty, teeny tiny, itty bitty little 1 bit of information per kabillion streaming through the air at any given second. So serving humanity with humility feels very, very 12th house Pisces vibe. But let's talk about the mother. Yeah, your mother. Your mother archetype. Party number 2 is dealing with the mother archetype, reason, season, or lifetime. Well, get ready. We're about to go to Joan Crawfordville a little bit here. The shadow attribute of the mother archetype, smothering or abandoning children. So total extreme, like either on top of you or nowhere near. Instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. That never really worked on me personally as a child. Apparently I'm a Sigma empath. I just learned to do that like last week or so. Blew my mind. So I'm not a freak. I'm just a Sigma empath. 2% of the population, whatever, seems to be more than that. So the light attribute you're shooting for here is nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. So this need not necessarily be biological motherhood. It's symbolic. If you go on it straight on, if you go for the literal meanings of archetypes, sometimes you miss it completely, right? Where if you kind of get like, I am the mother of my company. I conceived it. I labored, I carried, I gave birth to it, and 24 and a half years later, still going, right? It's a healthy kid. So you play with that symbolism because a Messiah and a mother together could really quite do some amazing things together. And there is a certain emotional quality to serving humanity with humility. It is open-hearted. It's not brain dominant, third eye dominant. It's an acknowledgement. And very, very graceful. So I like this. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to go to Tarot Town. Are you excited? You should be. I'm going to take 5 Daughters of the Moon Tarot cards over here for the feminine energy. The next 4 chakras down. Crown, third eye, throat, and heart. We are going to take the Mythic Tarot on this side to do the masculine energy, the lower 3 chakras, root, sacrum, solar plexus, 5 cards each. The element spread, we're going to get all 10 of them on the table, 5 and 5, face down, and then we'll flip them over element by element to see where they are in their parts of this contract. Please take a nice deep breath. Which is pay heed. If you really know the fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, you could totally work spells with the information that comes from this, and I've done it, and yeah, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh yeah, here we go. As I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Pisces, powers of the West, beloved goddesses of mutable water. 5 cards in clarity, face down, the elements spread. For party number 1, who has the Messiah archetype, reason, season, or a lifetime in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract. With party number 2, who is dealing with the mother archetype, reason, season, or a lifetime. What is their element of fire? What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire in this contract. Their element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, what they already have, heart, their third eye, crown, to ground and manifest their heart's desire in this contract. Their element of air, what they are predominantly thinking about this predominantly, what they are feeling emotionally, the element of water, predominant, right? The highest 51% or whatever, feeling that vibe, and the card of spirit, the point of view of the soul who incarnated to play the role of party number 1 with the Messiah archetype in this happy, healthy, wealthy, with intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract. Monsters are such interesting people. Mothers are such interesting people. Let's get these 5 on the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Nah, no cheating. Still point. As I call upon my gods of water, sign of Pisces, powers of the West, please, beloved gods of mutable water, 5 cards in clarity, same as on this side, but lower 3 chakra dynamic. For party number 2, with the mother archetype, reason, season, or a lifetime, in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract with this Messiah, this Pisces vibe. What's their element of fire? Inside out, outside in, right? Looking at them looking out, people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world. What's their element of fire? What they yearn for, what they burn for. what their hearts desire, their element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, what they have lower 3 chakras to ground and manifest their heart's desire, what they're predominantly thinking, their element of air, about this contract with the Messiah. No, I knew it. Just one, please. That's okay. That's okay. That's how you tell me it's not the right card. Please, their element of air, and the mother archetype, what are they thinking? What are they predominantly feeling? Element of water, and the card of spirit, the point of view of the soul who incarnated to play the role in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract reading. Now, just to let you know, in the extended readings, I switch the decks. So we get the Mythic Tarot to finish the 8th chakra over here, and I put the Daughters of the Moon over here, so you get the inner and outer of it. But now, let's go to town. Element of fire, what do they want? Well, we got a lot of fire imagery here on this side. The Messiah wants total transformation. Heart, throat, third eye crown. The Phoenix card. Yeah, it's the death card, but it's rising from the ashes, which means they've been in ashes, or maybe they are at the time of this recording. Right? Wanting to rise from that, to alchemize the shadow to light that led to gold, the pain to peace. And on this side, what they want, lower 3 chakras here, is a court card. Now, I will say, when it's a major arcana card, it's all of the chakras involved. In this case, Daughters of the Moon, Heart, Third Eye Crown. This can most likely be a person, could actually be this person, party number 1, that party number 2 wants. However, this could be who they want to be as well. This is good old King of Wands, right? The Aries card, cardinal fire, initiatory. If we're going to look if we're going to look lower 3 chakras, very solar plexus, very much the initiator, first sign of the zodiac, but dealing with personality, the ego, but that creative spark. Let's keep going before we determine if that's this person or not. But this one wants transformation. This one wants Aries energy. What's the element of earth? Interesting. On this side, got the element of earth in the element of earth with New Qua, the Ace of Pentacles, a healthy potential on the inside, a nugget of wisdom. Could be not just intuitive. Yes, intuitive, but also instinctual. You know when intuition just comes very viscerally? Like, this could be very root chakra. My root chakra tells me when it's time to leave the party. In college, I was known, it was like, keep your eye on Mal. When he leaves, leave. Right? Because the cops would show up like a half hour after I left or whatever. The fight would break out. You know, frat boys. What are you going to do? They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. I'm with the dancers. So, you know, a nice, stable nugget here. Heart, throat, third eye crown. But that potential, like that, they can feel it. It's visceral though, and heart, third eye crown. That might even be in the heart chakra, right? It's like I feel it. I've got the seed inside of me, but I want to transform. I want to rise from my ashes here. Here we've got the Knight of Cups. 2 court cards in a row here. I do kind of get the feeling that this is them. The Knight of Cups is the Pisces card, and knights move at different speeds. It's trot, if you know the 4 speeds of horseback riding, right? Walk, trot, canter, gallop. The 4 mutable signs of the zodiac: water, mutable water, Pisces. It's her card. So this could be the Pisces person over here with the mother vibe, the mother archetype going on, but wants to, which would make sense. Are they galloping towards each other? Oh, sure enough. In the way the spread is laid out in front of me, the Page of Cups is trotting, not walking, not cantering, not galloping, trotting with a cup to the king. So this could very well be the Messiah person here, and this is what they have. They have the ability to offer this emotional cup, so to speak, as in a mutable, changeable way. Obviously, this is a romantic read. This one might have the capacity to bust the move, but will they? Let's see. What are you thinking? Okay. All right, on this side, we've got a court card on the inside. Obviously, has nothing to do necessarily with a person on the outside when it's heart, third eye crown, the world behind your eyes. But we're looking definitely heart chakra here with Namu, the Mother of Cups, the Cancer card. The Cancerian card, Cardinal Water. Now, that says that they are thinking about their emotions and the creative properties therein. Cancer is the home, that 4th house. It's being comfortable in your own skin emotionally, but on the level of the mind, I will also say that there's a lot of creative emotional intelligence going on this side. I would think in particular, if the party number 1 is more in the gold side of the percentage, with the Messiah, then there is a real compassionate way of looking here. And interestingly enough, the Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, ruled by the moon. So we kind of have, I'm not going to say a straight up double whammy here with the mother archetype on this side and Cancer on that side, because that would be the King of Cups in traditional tarot, Cardinal Water. But I will say there is a very, very strong even resemblance between the two cards here. I'll show you. Can you see? Like they are sort of looking in the same direction even. So let's just go with that. We'll see how this plays out. Plenty of cards. We got an extended. Hang in there. These are not supposed to be short reads. These are contract reads. You don't want a lawyer to just like zip through, right? Because on this side, they're lit. They're lit. They got the Sun card mentally, and I would think that's possibly from the outside looking in at them, that there is honesty and integrity, and they want the truth on this. Don't try and hide the truth from Apollo. Oh no, it does not go well. Might as well just be honest. Might as well say, hey, I know that I don't know. Well, that's on this side. But there is this thing of unconditional love and support and nurturing here. So this could really be a very, very happy, healthy, mental outlook. And again, Major Arcana card in a reading like this is all 3 at once. So interesting how that feels. I would think from the outside looking in, this person is very bright, intelligent, but also I have to say creative. I mean, he is the god of the arts as well. So, so interesting. Moon influence over here with Cancer in the mind. Sun influence on this side in the mind. So we do have a bit of a feminine, masculine balance here going on. Let's look at the element of water. Okay, well, I will say this, the Messiah archetype, party number 1 with dealing with the Messiah archetype has got not just another Major Arcana, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 4 so far is not that much, but it is the card of revelation. It's the card of judgment. It is celebration is the word on the card. Women dancing around a central spot in the mountains until you look a little bit bigger. You don't go in deep, you look bigger. And you see that they are dancing around the navel of the Great Mother in the mountains. Pubic bush in the background, right? Breasts in the forehead. I didn't make the art, darling, but that's why I love this deck. It's just, whoa, it was there all along. It was Agatha all along, right? So there is emotional revelation here, alignment. And for a divine family archetype, they are going to make a decision one way or the other on this, right? Particularly the judgment card. That's the point, the final judgment before you complete the cycle of the tarot with the world or the universe. And we have got another person. There might be a lot of people in this person's life. Here we got the Leo card, the Queen of Wands. From the outside looking in, I'm going to say emotionally, I do get a feeling this is mostly from the outside looking in at this person. I think maybe except for the King of Wands. And I will say you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So if this person is being viewed as that sort of Aries vibe, whether or not they have planets in Aries, I think that's a great way to get this to overthink it. It's like, does this person, are they in an Aries phase in some way, shape, or form, that this is what they want, what they really, really want, and they might tell them what they want, what they really, really want. But with the Queen of Wands in here, then it is loyal, it is fixed, it is focused fire. It is passionate, it is warm, it is snuggly, like that, and it is very much the Mama Lion here, right, with that mother vibe here. But then we also have a double Leo vibe here, if you want to play the astrology game there. The Sun card, a Leo card certainly, and the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands with that Knight of Cups. kind of offering the emotional message here. I would say courage and bravery, most likely. Again, solar plexus dynamic, I feel that strong. So, this person's got guts. Not the second, well, everyone's hopefully got the second chakra guts, but I mean, that solar plexus, like, no, I can do this. And if they do it with that light and that honesty and that integrity and that health, this is wonderful. I like this. I like these two. Let's see. What's the most important? The voice of the soul. Well, on this side, we got the Ten of Blades. Don't freak. It's not betrayal in this deck. That's Rider-Waite. No. This is the rattle, the passing of the talking stick. An indigenous ceremony, indigenous people of America, of the Americas, right? They pass the rattlestick. Nobody talks unless they have the stick, and everybody got to listen to the one who has the stick, because people are watching whether you're listening to the one who has the stick or not. Ho'oponopono on a whole other level. Right, well, the old way. Now it's self-identity through Ho'oponopono, but, you know, it is that thing of tribal healing. Everybody gets to speak. Now, when it's hard third eye crown, I'm thinking this is third eye. Maybe even crown. Mental resolution, putting it together. And as long as we're here, look at the symmetry of the card of celebration, the circle of women. Well, of course, it's a feminist deck, I get it. But to get that so close to each other in nearly the exact same pattern. You see what I'm saying? It's like there is something very cool going on here. And what would the voice of the soul? The soul would be saying, hey, look, the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. But there might be a little bit more of this needed. A little bit more transformation. But of the cards on the table, that's pretty powerful. Wait till you hear this. I got the Emperor. Lower three chakras. The Sun, the Emperor, the King, the Queen. And then this is a royal flush, kind of, sort of. Not that I gamble, please. No. People give me money. I'm like, go gamble. Go have fun. I'm like, go to the bar and I get myself a Malibu and Diet Coke. And smoke outside. Because you can't smoke inside anymore. You're going to gamble. What's the point? So, look, this person, the soul is saying, you got to take the lead on this one. You got to be the Emperor. You have to amalgamate all of the kings of the tarot. Be the Spirit King. This is Zeus, the progenitor, right? The great initiator, right? The Emperor tells kings what to do. And particularly Zeus. I mean, this is the divine masculine card, Demeter, the Empress, the divine feminine here. We're looking at a powerhouse here on this side, no jokesies. This one, however, very powerful. But that they want to transform this relationship themselves, this other person. They want to walk through the fire, come out the other side reborn, maybe burn away what has come before them, whether they've met each other, danced together or not, can't tell right this moment in a general read, but that's okay. We've got 3 more cards to get on the table, and then we'll jump over to the extended where I will go in. Please. We've got the Blue Angel Oracle, the Kuan Yin Oracle, the Divine Animals Oracle, Whispers of Lord Ganesh, chakra reading cards, plus another 10 tarot hitting the table, and we're going to flip that state of the contract, because it makes me laugh when that piece of the puzzle hits, because I have no idea, just like you do, until we do. Humility. Please take a nice deep breath. This is a fun one. As I call upon the higher selves of both of these, nobody else, just the 2 of them, the higher selves of party number 1 with the Messiah archetype and party number 2 with the Mother archetype in this Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, soulmate, contract. Please, higher selves, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? 1 for each. To help them manifest this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract, whether they've met or not, they've known each other forever, break up, make up, walking back into their lives. None of that is really indicated here so far. So please, what is the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, the whisper of love for party number 1 and for party number 2 in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract? Bloody fucking blah, blah, blah. Oh, boy. Well, for the Messiah, I love you. These are very important words, and it's the same design on both sides. That's how I knew the card. Right? The border is different. That's the only thing. These are very important words. I love you. Now, Just gonna say, Ho'oponopono, check it out. H-O-O-P-N-O, O-P-O-N. That's all I'm gonna say on that right now. This is too much to go into. It's a deeper dive that I'm ready to take into the blue solar water as a Pisces moon. And on this side, love is all around you. It's the Mary Tyler Moore card. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. I mean, it's the Whispers of Love Oracle. It's not like, go clean your gutters. I mean, on your house. Let's not go there. Love, no, Mark, no. So, of course, that word is going to pop up here. But I think this is really saying, for a romantic read, that the Messiah just needs to kind of work those three words. Inside, outside, upside down. Thank you, Josie and the Pussycats. Right? Love is all around you. Just go to Minneapolis. Wear a beret. Throw it in the air. To tune themselves to that. This mother archetype is a powerhouse. I would say has probably an equal, very strong balance of both masculine and feminine in terms of their own spiritual awakening, because we've got that honor and that clarity in their mind there, at least the element of air. They're like, no, we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. We're going to do this clearly, we're going to do this ethically. But for them to really tune into the actual love, because I will say it's an awful lot of fire energy there and only one water card. I would say that. I would say that for sure, Z's. Last card down. You know what it is. A deck he's never used before. No. Not at the end of a series. The Macon Healing Mantra deck. Just one. Doesn't matter which one you are. And I will say, I could see somebody easily relating to both of these, and mirroring happens a lot in soulmate contracts more than twin flames. But there is a video in the description box. Greg Braden, the 7 Essene mirrors, E-S-S-E-N-E. It's stuff from the, I can't believe I forgot the name of it. The Dead Sea Scrolls, thank you. Spirit Guides of Archaeology, whatever. From Qumran, talking about the Essenes, the ancient, I don't want to call it a cult. They weren't really a cult. They're a bunch, a group, a sect is probably the word. And they saw the mirrors in the world, but they said there were 7 different ones. That it's not just you spot it, you got it. So if that's going on here, let's get you a mantra. Either way, doesn't matter if you're party number 1 or party number 2. This should help. Please take a nice deep breath. Let me get to check in with the Akashic Record Law Firm. Still point. Okay. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of Romantic Soulmate Contract Law. Please. Drop the files. Get it all in alignment. What is the perfect healing mantra, my beloveds, for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading? With party number 1, dealing with the Messiah archetype, reason, season, or a lifetime. This mother archetype, party number 2, dealing with the mother archetype, reason, season, or a lifetime with I love you being very important to the Messiah, and love is all around you, very important to the mother. Give them a mantra to bring this together, to anchor this into paradise, planet Earth, right? Anchor it into the Earth's electromagnetic field. It's Pisces, dealing with the 12th house, the collective unconscious too. What do you got for them to bring this into manifestation, this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract? Unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past. I love you, and love is all around us. That's pretty clear. I'm going to read it from the Bookie Book. There's a lot of Bookie Book in part 2, but the authors say it better than I can. I can't remember all of it. I can feel the vibe of it. That's my job. But verbatim, repetition has never been my gig. What's the word? I can't remember the word. I'm not a quoter. I'm paraphraser, the professional paraphraser, which is also quite alliterative. Unhooking the past. Can I stretch and segue? Yeah, I can. Unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. Yeah, it does take time. It does. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong. Because in the quantum game of it all, the higher self doesn't see anything we do as wrong because this world is just a game. I know, whatever, move on. But that's the soul's perspective. You can't fuck up the divine plan. Even our fuck-ups are part of the divine plan. Trust me, good omens. Just read the book, then watch the Amazon series. Or watch the Amazon series first, and then reading the book is always better after that. It is an opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. Here we go. Here's the soul contract part. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you're able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity. Ready? Underline this. So the past can be unhooked instead of repeated. Now think of a fish on a hook. That's not comfortable, right? You want to unhook that. And it feels like this is doable here for both of them, even if not all soulmate contracts manifest brilliantly the first time around in any given lifetime. Sometimes you do come back around because you're different levels of consciousness, more maturity, more wisdom as you grow. So if this is a comeback around, I love you and love is all around you, it's just going to really make this a much more graceful transition. If you can unhook the past, what have you learned? This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism, releasing shame, and being more open-minded, which I think is absolutely on the money here, being open-minded. I don't know if I'm feeling the shame here so much, but certainly regret, right? When no regrets, right? We can absolutely alchemize it because the ego's on this side saying, I screwed up and we would have, and that would have, and on this side is the soul saying, no, man, it's the game. I love you. It's fine, right? Whoever, whatever, we'll get there, right? And the personality, the heroic personality has to choose. It's very Fred Flintstone, angel, devil, blah, blah, blah. I didn't make it up. Okay, those are our cards. So I'm going to do what's called a blessimation. I'm going to put this all together in a blessing to summarize it all. And then I will release the collective temporarily at the very end if you want to hang around for that. It's usually quite fun. I love watching to see what comes out of my mouth when I edit it back, when I edit all of this. Ready? Please take a nice deep breath. I like this. You're unhooking the past. It's a gig. Worth it. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Pisces collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract involving someone with the Messiah archetype and somebody with the Mother archetype, unhooking the past. That the party number one be giving all that they need to serve humanity with humility. That there is a larger context to this contract for sure. And may they get that interior transformation, that rising from the ashes, that rebirth more than death, honestly, with the Phoenix. With that potential inside of them, that nugget of wisdom, that seed, that creative potentiality within them some way, shape, or form for this, maybe beginning again, right? Rising from the ashes with a new seed already formed inside of them with that mother. Oh, the Mother of Cups to nurture that seed mentally. It does say that there's certain emotional intelligence here for the Messiah, which would lead them, I think, more towards compassion and humility, the more gold side of the Messiah archetype, while things are being revealed in the emotional world here with the card of celebration, something that was there before. But, you know, the spectrum from lead to gold, they had to burn off some of those atoms to reveal what was always there. And, of course, that resolution of the Ten of Blades from the point of view of the soul, the third eye really getting it. And seeing the lessons that they learned from so they can unhook the past with I love you being very important. That makes sense to themselves, to the past, to each other, silently or aloud. And may this party number two, dealing with the Mother archetype, be blessed with all that they need to embrace their own powers of nurturance, patience, unconditional love, which doesn't mean unconditional bad behavior. No, unconditional love means I love you no matter what, but I love me too. It's not unconditional if I leave myself out of it. With the joy of giving birth to life. And this could have a new life here. I feel like this either is brand new or it is come around. I guess it doesn't leave much else room for any other possibilities. There's also, I feel like, a lot of people on this side. Like, this could be a literal or a symbolic mother. And these represent the people around them in a very tribal family situation. Even if it's family of friends. This feels very past lifey. Come to think of it. I guess it all is. May they be blessed with all that they need, so that if this Messiah, party number one, is who they want, is the one that they want, that they can do it and meet this person, but it does feel like it's going to have to be them galloping in, trotting in with that Pisces Cubs. This could very easily be the Pisces person, by the way, but the messenger, the mutable earth, saying, well, hi, I like you. wanna go swim, but they're doing it with honesty and integrity. A clear lower 3 chakra, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise vibe there. Apollo, the light, the sun, a very, very clear, integrous approach. With the Leo card on the outer here, very solar plexus, solar plexus, solar plexus, fire, 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 that creative, fixed fire, right? That creativity, good fortune of Leo, 5th house. That there is something playful and wonderful and warm and yummy about that, and particularly with the Emperor Zeus. That this is a divine masculine busta move on this side, but to do it from the place of that compassion, that mother vibe in its goal, because love is all around them. This could be a transcendental experience to a certain extent with the mind, with the sun. This could be a moment of enlightenment for them, but we're going to have to wait and see what's going on. Heart, throat, third eye, crown in the extended for that. As they both unhook the past, may they be blessed. Good God, they have nothing to regret if they've learned. But the learning can be delayed but not prevented. You have the opportunity to not prevent, which cannot be delayed. And here comes the garbage truck right at the end of this. So may they be blessed with all that they need. In this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract for the Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, to anchor that into planet Earth. I'm going to speak over Optimus Prime beating himself up. Self-flagellation with a garbage dumpster. May they be blessed with all that they need to anchor this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, infinite, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract into the Earth's electromagnetic field, making this world a better place, kinder to animals and plants, more love than more war, more peace than pain, and more yummy, warm, non-regretted wisdom for the well-being of all with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So would it be, and so it is. Sorry. I just pulled some attitude with a garbage truck, but hey, I'm an artist. Cope. Did you like it? Hit the thumbs up. This is good. I can't wait to have a look-see-dooksy, because I kind of feel like if I'm in this one, I'm more on this side. But I'm okay with it. Certainly, if you want more of me here on YouTube, by all means, subscribe. And I do recommend hitting the notification bell, because sometimes I just get them as soon as they're done. I send them out, regardless of what time it is. Some of them I do schedule them in advance, particularly the waxing and the waning moon reads that I do, so that they go out on time. But if you want the deeper dive, really, go check it out. Come Patreon on Patreon. So much fun there. And we got a lot of Pisces too. We actually have quite a number of Pisces. That makes sense. We're all schooling together. Just keep swimming. And if you want to book me for a private reading, I do these for clients all the time. There is a link in the description box. Come here. It's called Booking a Reading with Mal. It explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but perhaps we're afraid to ask. So don't be afraid to ask. Just go click the link. Explains it all for you. Just like Clarissa there. I merged both jokes over time. I knew it was going to happen. Precognitive, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I think there's a lot to enjoy here, but I can't wait to flip over that third card, so I'm going to go do that. But for now, Vimeo or Patreon, I'll see you in a little bit, or otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed. More romantic soulmate contract love to you. Hell, farewell. Blessed, blessed be.